Sandra Crathern, Inner Vision, talking about health and wellbeing today. I am about to do this work in the school, which I mentioned, I think, in one of my other vlogs, and I'll be doing this work tomorrow. By the time you get this vlog, it'll be a month ago, and it'll all be done. And I said to her, how can I convince people to take better care of their health? How can I do that? She said, you don't do that. You don't do that at all. It's not your job to do that. Just say the benefits, your experience and what it was like for you, and then put it out there. And that just seems such a nicer way of being, because I have this sort of crusade almost that I want everybody to experience the great health that I've got and a happier marriage and just better relationships generally. Because I've done a certain amount of work on myself and created some tools, I'd like to share that with other people. She said, well, not everybody's ready, not everybody wants it. But if you just talk from your heart passionately about what you do and the benefits it's given you, and then lay out the tools for other people, they're much more likely to take on board what you're saying than if you go in and say to people, you know, you need to drink more water. I remember one of my friends I went on a cruise with recently, and she's about half my age, and she noticed I was drinking a lot of water, and she said, why do you do that? So I said, because I just feel amazing. You know, I'd really make sure I drink lots of water. I never used to like drinking water, and I drink water a little bit on the hot side now, so it's definitely warm, and that's nicer to drink. I said, because it just makes me feel so good, and my skin's improved. I know I'm hydrated. I feel much better generally. And that was it, really. So she saw me go to drink the water day in, day out, and then at the end of the cruise, she said, I'm going to drink more water. So I said, oh, why is that then? She said, because I've seen such a difference in you from when I used to know you, and how much better you say you feel. And it was just so nice, because I'd never once said to her, because I had noticed she didn't drink enough water, actually, in my opinion. But again, it's none of my business. I have to do what works for me, and it's more of an attraction, I think, than promoting constantly about health. I want to be a walking attraction to people, so people think, actually, Sandra looks well and she says she feels well, I wonder what she's doing, rather than thou shalt do this, that or the other. In fact, this is going on a bit, but I was having breakfast with my husband this morning, and he said, I never used to have breakfast, and I never used to stop and have my breaks at work. He said, I do now. So I said, oh, why is that the one? He said, because you do. He said, and you say that it makes such a big difference to your health and well-being, and that's why you do it. And I just thought that was so lovely, because you know, of course I want my husband to take all his proper breaks and stuff, but you can't make someone, can you? So when I tell people of the benefits and they see I'm much more calm and much more consistent and much more stable, then they often take a leaf out of my book. So yeah, I can't even remember what on earth that was, really. I can't remember the title of it, but it's in there somewhere, and I think it's more about, I don't know what it was anyway. I'll have to look back at it, but you'll find that little root bit later on. So keep on not preaching and just being an attraction.